Hello! In this video we will review the documentation and manual for working with XML2Selenium, which were uploaded in public access. XML2Selenium is a tool for creating and managing automated tests. All manual and documentation you can find on XML2Selenium.com if you click on Study section of the main menu. In menu item manuals, we have two manuals for environment installation and configuration, for local and server installation. These manuals are written in Russian with the detailed description of each steps and actions. Using these guides, you can study how to install the operating environment for XML2Selenium projects. In other words, configure Java, Maven, Nexus, private repository, development environment. Here you can also to get knowledge about how to run your first test and change it. From the manual for the server installation, you also will gather information how to install the necessary environment for Linux server, install JDK, Maven, Firefox, run WebDriver tests. The next manual, which you can find on our website, is User Manual, the complete guide on this framework. This manual was written in Russian. From it you can understand what you need to know in order you will be able to use this framework. This manual describes about your first step, environment installation, about the main existing DVM parameters, how to run the test in different modes, in different browsers, and how to create simple tests and all terminologies that is used in framework. This manual contains recommendations and best practices for writing simple and complex tests. Also, in the manual there is tag documentation, in other words, detailed description of each tag. For example, there is a description how tag works, what attributes are used, what actions are used. We posted a few examples of this tag, in what way and in what context the tag can be used. Also in this manual you can find information about reports, their capabilities and functionalities. The next posted material is reference card. This document was written in English and contains a brief description of each tag with its valid attributes. All tags have a few small examples with link to GitHub, where you can find the source code of used tag. Besides the documentation, you can take advantage of our interactive manual. Here it is. This manual is presented as XML2Selenium guide. From it, you can understand how to make test records following the instruction. You can also view the test's results. There are a few kinds of tests. For example, we click on the title, go to the next step, click on the product name, and we can see description. All the actions we did are written in the left window as a test. Congratulate! We have written our first test. Click and run, we can see the generated report of this test. There are also instructions for creating tests for popular services such as YouTube, Twitter. You can find them here. Now let's turn our attention to the creation of tests for YouTube. In the manual there is a step-by-step description of what we do in this test. In other words, we should add the necessary tags, tests and test case in order to run the test. Then go to YouTube web page and start to write video. type the necessary words for video search, click search, wait a few minutes, and finally search result appears on the page. Here we click on the first video and put like to it. And check, does the video contain the text we want? The section How to read XML2Selenium reports describes the existing reports and artifacts that are generated after the test, the main features, the types, but we will discuss this in more detail in another video. For our users, we have created a special demo build on our Jenkins. How to get access to this build you can find out on the product website. Here we posted URL and credential through which you can access it. Using this build, you can know about the integration between Jenkins and XML2Selenium, learn the basic features and characteristics of this integration, view builds and the results of tests passing. Study all what can be useful for you. Especially for you, we have created best practice test, which can help you to learn how to operate with XML2Selenium, using best practice reports and web view functionality. This test shows the main product features and cover popular services such as YouTube, Twitter. You can view the result of this test and examine the chosen web view component of business report. And also you can get access to this product on GitHub, where all the tests are posted. Also for you, we have created the special test product for the first run. You can get it from the link on GitHub, download it, and run the first test, which we have written for you. Well, that's all. Thank you for attention. Goodbye.